This Los Angeles Chargers preview edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBET. Bet $10, $100 at WynnBET and get $100 free bet. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET to claim your free bet today. We're also brought to you by IPVanish. IPVanish is the official VPN of SGPN, and they're offering 70% off if you go to IPVanish.com/SGP. That's IPVanish.com/SGP. Make sure to check out our new Discord server, the perfect place to interact and sweat bets with the entire SGPN crew. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Bolt up, baby.
Bolt up.
San Diego Superchargers.
And here he is in person to deliver the Los Angeles Chargers preview. Joining us, the deck man himself, Mr. Justin Decker. What's up, Decker?
San Diego Chargers. I'm doing great, guys.
You
Thanks
are
for
in
having
charge.
me.
I mean, again, everything is coming up Decker right now because
I'm bringing the energy
No.
after the Soto trade.
yeah, we're not much of a baseball show, but walk us through your
Don't
reaction.
sell yourself short, MLB Sean.
Well, I
see
a-
some Phillies.
I'm a
colors back
baseball
there.
handicapper. Ryan isn't.
No, I'm open.
Walk us through your reaction to the Juan Soto trade. I mean, you got to be pumped, right?
We were bummed after last year. The Dodgers or someone leaked that Scherzer was coming to the Padres. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing was happening, and it was just a shell shock.
Oh no.
Tim Kirkjian said it was the biggest trade that he's seen in his lifetime. So I mean, I've never seen anything like that, man.
So looking good for the Padres to get into the playoffs. Now a lot of hype coming in for the Los Angeles Chargers. Everything's going right. Everyone expects Herbert to make another leap up. What is your level of nervousness, Decker, coming into this Chargers
It's
season?
got to be through the roof.
I mean, it's good to be nervous because that means you have expectations for once. You
I'm
know
nervous.
what I mean? Like
I'm nervous too,
you have a
Decker. I
team.
feel you.
The first year with Herbert, I didn't expect anything. Remember when we saw Tyrod and
Yeah,
we got
they-
his lung puncture? We're like, oh, this is fucking weird.
So how much
And then
did you-
Herbert comes in and you're just kind of winging it, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy's good.
How much do you think they? How much do you think they paid that guy to stab Tyrod's lung with the needle?
Wow.
I don't know, but he has been, he's a UCSD medical doctor. He's a really good guy. Made a
Anthony-
big mistake that worked out.
Anthony Lynn just had no idea.
That was Anthony Lynn's best move as the Chargers head coach, accidentally signing off on that.
Chargers have had a couple maybe slanted crooked doctors walk through their
Oh
doors.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, how does that even happen? That sounds like a
Shout out to
simple
Pro Football Doc.
procedure.
Speaking of shout outs, of course, shout out to the great WynnBET. That's right. We're going to be doing shows live from the beautiful Wynn in Las Vegas, NFL Week 1. But you can bring the Wynn Las Vegas into the palm of your hand. So many states, so many opportunities, so many great bonuses. All you got to do is go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. Again, bet $100, get a $100 risk-free bet, or the WynnBET Casino. That thing's open 24 hours a day. You get a 100% deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's not all. Reduced juice on baseball games. So many opportunities, so many chances to win. All 32 NFL team previews, the win totals, the division prices, all those numbers coming straight from the amazing WynnBET. Again, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. So they know we sent you. Bet big, win bigger with WynnBET. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions. WinBet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WinBet is available. For you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Like watching Tyreek Hill tiptoe down the sidelines. Sean nailing that disclaimer.
All right,
Bang.
let's talk about this Los Angeles Superchargers.
Wait, before
team.
we do that, I have to interrupt because I realize and shout out to my DMs, which are open this time of year. They're delightful, but people keep asking me if we've done Team A.
Yeah,
have we done Team B? Sean, we've done a lot of teams. People should go look at the feed. We're literally going in like draft order. So if your team drafted before the Chargers, we've already covered it.
Very easy. Very easy.
Did we cover that? Okay.
Yes.
I got
just
four messages. Which
sportsgamblingpodcast.com. There's a drop down on the NFL tab. 2020 NFL team previews.
You've lost Colby.
You can
already.
scroll down. Colby isn't aware we have a website to our team. To the team you want to hear about, and you're good to go. So again,
interesting.
Catch up weekend, perfect time to catch up on all these team preview episodes. You do not want to miss out. Some hot takes have been flying all around here. Washington Commanders episode. There's
shout out to the Under Gang.
Yes, shout out to the Under Gang, indeed,
and shout out to Decker for once again coming into the show analog. He's the only guest we've ever had who refuses to go digital. I love it.
Yes,
he doesn't want his notes stolen.
Old school, man. Yeah,
he is.
You get to cross it out once you're done speaking, so you visually
I like
see it.
It's like the old school newsman ripping it off.
I'm like Peter Jennings.
I've
drunk
seen,
sports.
I've seen many a Decker notes. When it comes to DFS, Super Bowl bets, whatever it's been. The division previews. Anytime he shows up, he has a giant cheat sheet,
ready.
and he's ready to go. All right, so much to talk about. I think let's start first with the head coach, Brandon Staley. Obviously a bit controversial. His going for it all the time on fourth down. I like where his head's at with it, but some of the times it feels almost a little bit too crazy. First season, 9-8 as a head coach. What are your early thoughts on Brandon Staley?
So everyone was watching the last game of the season.
Yeah,
it was probably the most exciting regular season game.
Yeah.
So everyone's watching that. He had his worst game when he went for it on the 25. It did not work, and it probably cost him the game. Right.
Well, and also too, like the way he handled that tie situation, seemed he really fucked that up. Yeah.
But the thing, as someone who watched all their games, obviously, and as a fan, they don't talk about, week 3 when he did the exact same thing in Kansas City, going on the road, winning in Kansas City, or, so
you're
some of the other games versus Cleveland, that was a shootout. His defense was bad. He wanted to put faith in his offense and win these shootouts.
Yes.
He treated a football game, which I've never seen, and maybe this is a modern trend, like a 2-for-1 at the end of a half of a basketball game. Like he treated the clock like we want to score quickly and then get the ball back for the last, because let's face it, that defense was bad. So I understand the criticism. He had a horrible game that everyone watched, but I still have faith in him.
Did you know Brandon Staley, 39, same age as Arthur Smith? Just learn this, Decker. Arthur Smith is not 56 years old. It's really blown my mind.
So
I can't find his height weight measurement, by the way, Sean. I was looking for it just to see what kind of.
We're deciding which coaches we can beat up and which coaches we can't. Mike
McDaniel beat up Brandon Staley. He was a running quarterback at Dayton. He has some good highlights, but very small guy.
Yeah, I think
Mike McDaniel 5'9", 180.
Mike McDaniel, I could definitely kick his ass, and I'm looking forward to having the opportunity.
The
Chargers,
Dolphins coach.
Yeah, the new Dolphins coach. Yeah.
Of course.
2021, they were 9-8, 8-9 against the spread. Win total was 9. Ryan, what do we predict for the Chargers? I'm sure you had them 11 wins.
And I'm going to make us happy because again, slight discrepancy, but when we actually I'm looking at the artifact when we recorded the preview with Decker last year, we actually picked them at 9.5. I guess I'm not making you happy, because you went 9-8.
I went 9-8.
I went
and they went 9-8.
Yeah.
I've hit like 6 teams exact. So
And
shout out to me.
11-6 for me, 10-7 for Decker.
Decker's a great homer because even as a homer, he comes in at like 10-7.
So-
It's not even his homerism's like one game.
Sean came in with a dub. We did not. You also, Sean, had them to start 5-0 at 30-1.
Oh man. Just missed it. God
They had
damn
a
the
shot at
Cowboys. That Cowboys game they could have won too.
And the
they
ref
lost
on that
20
Micah
to 17.
Parsons play.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, they would have been
Horrible call.
5-0. Why'd you bring that up, Ryan? I totally forgot about that.
Because it's the most
After they
Charger
lost-
thing.
Yeah.
Week 2.
Of like a 40-yard loss that was a sack.
That was
where he
oh
touched
my
his
God.
collarbone.
Oh my god!
was that?
I'm getting so pissed because
I still think
not
about
only
that.
did I lose that 30-1,
What was that?
I also lost. I was obviously also on the Chargers in that game. God damn it!
Justin was on his man Keenan Allen.
Prop bet?
He just had his typical season.
over 98 receptions.
Yeah, same this year.
Is that just easy money?
He has the same year every year. He's going to get 100 catches, 1,200 yards,
Yeah,
6 touchdowns.
It's almost boring. And then I gave
Yeah,
out.
it is.
I gave out Mr. Cook to go under 4.5 receiving touchdowns. He had 4, so ching.
Yeah,
I'm
Profit.
glad he's gone.
Keenan Allen had 106 catches.
Here's the crazy part. Me, obvious Charger #bolt up super fan. 9-8 against the spread picking, and I was too loyal. I noticed I was, going down with the ship sometimes. Sean 5-12. You weren't a good team pick. I was surprised to see that because I feel like
the Chargers are a wily team. I think I'm good at handling how their season's gonna end up, but individually,
Every game is a fucking
they
adventure.
zig and zag where you would least expect it.
Yep.
But I will say, like going back to back last season and that defense, they were 32nd in third down over expected on defense, which is again something you'll tend to see regression towards how they performed on first and second down. They allowed 71.7% of third downs to be converted.
That's insane.
It's insane. They won 9 games.
Yeah, opponents per game.
Their offense is crazy good.
Yeah.
Opponent points per game was 27, and somehow they were better on offense at 27.9. I mean, you're putting up 27.9, averaging that per game. You should be just lighting the league up. So let's talk. You want to start with the defense? They brought in Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson, Troy Reader. Kyle Van Noy,
The roster,
Sebastian Joseph Day.
yeah, Sebastian
I
Joseph.
think he's the under the radar one because
Well-
that's the only one where that was the actual need.
Yeah,
Was stopping the run.
Khalil Mack. Actually, I was looking at it. He's better than you would think in run support. The
Yes.
issue is he's getting old.
Yeah.
Can he stay healthy? It does seem like they went out of their way to fix the secondary first. JT Woods, 3rd round pick, at safety out of Baylor. They also spent a 1st round pick on a guard, which normally not a great plan. But if you're the Chargers, I'm okay with it. You do everything you can to protect the franchise, Justin Herbert.
Right. Who they're going to need to sign at some point.
Yeah.
But right now they have money to spend otherwhere.
I like what they've done there. I mean, Derwin James going to stay healthy this year.
Yeah, he can. The thing about this defense that was interesting was they tried so hard to get a defensive tackle, which is where they got bullied and they got blown away, and they didn't really address that. They tried to go for Davis. I'm surprised they didn't trade up for Davis, who went to the Eagles, right?
Yep.
So they only got Joseph Day. So they addressed the other parts of the defense, and that's good. I mean,
But they still can't stop the run, I don't think, right? You got to be worried.
No,
about that. Yeah.
That's that they still cannot. But
Do they
in
care?
their division, which is the toughest division in football, we all have to agree on that.
Agree.
They are not specifically all run heavy, so it's still tricky. I'm worried about the other games, like even in Cleveland. I don't know if Deshaun Watson is going to be out or not, but games like that where like the good running teams.
Yeah.
Because Watson's not playing. The Browns are. I hope everyone bet the under. That
We tried
I
to
don't
talk
think they're
people
gonna win
into
that
the
appeal,
idea that he's not going to play. That 6-game suspension was just like a warm-up suspension, and that now Goodell has the Goodell gets to decide who sees the appeal, which they appealed. Like why even have the facade of the original trial?
Lord, I would like to appeal. Okay.
All right, I'll look into that appeal. All right. So anything on the defense? I mean, I think it's the special teams 28th in DVOA, and the defense, in particular, the run game seems to be the biggest concern. Although you do have playmakers like Joey Bosa, of course.
But we can't just like Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
That's
right. Exactly.
There are some nice tandems in this division of pass rushers. This is the best one,
and it's going to be hard to stop if you can keep them just to 3rd and 7 or longer. Somehow stopping the run enough. That's deadly for Mack and Bosa.
Well, and again, I think they weren't horrible on early downs. They weren't just tremendously crappy. It was really, and again, which it probably doesn't. I mean, you watch the games, but it doesn't totally line up to they were just getting destroyed on the ground, because there were clearly a lot of ridiculous conversions on third. To give up 71% of conversions on third down is out of control. I mean, I should have come prepared with the average, how long those conversions were, but
you just have to look at the Texas game. They would have made the playoffs if they beat Texas the week before. The Raiders and Rex Burkhead knocked them out of the playoffs.
My Texans, baby. I don't see how
it was embarrassing.
I just don't see how they don't take a step forward based on
bringing in Khalil Mack. I mean,
no, just the idea that they were off the charts. Regression coming on third down. They can't possibly be that bad with the same players. It's not possible.
They can only get better from what happened last year.
Again, you have the secondary could be very, very exciting. If the pass rush is getting home too, this is a team. I know I like the Chargers every year. I don't think I've ever been under on the Chargers. Full disclosure. But this is the best that we've seen. They have skill players. They have front seven. They have an offensive line.
The key is JC Jackson, because now Derwin James can play that hybrid linebacker Miles Jack role.
Yeah.
And that's the key. So JC Jackson getting that lockdown corner, that was their best addition.
Yeah. Joey Bosa led the NFL with 7 forced fumbles.
Derwin James is a beast.
Derwin James, though, currently in a hold in. It sounds like he's not going to participate until they get the contract figured out.
They'll get the contract.
They will. What do you think? Boston Capper in the chat said Derwin James, defensive player of the year. You think he would have a shot at that at all?
Almost impossible.
That's interesting. I would say almost impossible. I mean, the guy can do a lot of things. He's not big on getting interceptions. I think he had a few last year. He had one against Brady.
It's a counting thing. So I think you're better off just taking the chalkier play. Joey Bosa certainly would have a chance there. Yeah. All right. Kicking it over to the offense. PFF has the offensive line ranked 12th. Strength of schedule based on win total, 20th hardest. I mean, let's start with Justin Herbert. The ceiling case for Justin Herbert is MVP of the league. He seems like the kind of the favorite almost. I would have to double check the latest odds, but he's right up there. I mean, he jumped from 31 touchdowns rookie year, 38 touchdowns last year. I mean, have you seen anything you don't like out of Justin Herbert right now? I mean, the yards per attempt, everything. He did throw 15 interceptions, but when you're throwing 38 touchdowns, you live with it.
And you're in those gunslinging games. His numbers are going to come down for fantasy, but his QBR is going to go up. So he's going to throw for 4,600 yards. 30 touchdowns, and those interceptions are going down. Jared Cook caused 3 or 4 of them. That guy does not study a playbook. He is the most talented player I think I've ever seen who just did not give a fuck to study. Yeah. He caused 3 or 4 interceptions.
Now you said
they got rid of him.
You're predicting his passing yards are going to go down. He had 50-14 last year,
and interceptions.
Okay,
his QBR is going to go up, but that's not. I'm just saying for fantasy.
So you think
people are thinking about?
You think they're going to be throwing a little less?
They're going to be throwing a lot less.
Now, why do you think that?
Well, the easier schedule, and just
ideally not playing from behind
the better
as much. Yeah,
it's just the better defense. They were in shootouts the whole time.
I'm really hyped about. I kind of have Isaiah Spiller as a dark horse fantasy play. I think they drafted him for a reason. I think Austin Eckler is obviously very good, but I think they drafted him with the idea of, hey, we don't want to burn out Eckler. We don't want to use so much. We don't want to get Eckler hurt. We want to keep him healthy. We want to give him efficient touches. What do you think Isaiah Spiller has a role in the offense, or is he not? Am I hyping him up too much?
No, well, here's the thing: you're not hyping him up too much. I don't know how good he's going to be. He's not special. He's not a good pass blocker, so it's going to take a few weeks. But they have nobody behind him.
Yeah,
nobody behind Eckler in a high-powered offense.
How's Kelly?
Why not take a risk if you're in a draft going for Spiller? Because it's not going to be, Jackson or Kelly.
Yeah.
No,
So what I'm saying is,
how's Roundtree?
no, not Roundtree. He's a forward, just north to south back. He's proven that. So if you're gonna go for a guy, I would say why not Spiller in the late rounds? But his pass blocking is very suspect. So, and that's not good in a Lombardi offense. So we'll have to see in the first few weeks.
Yeah, if a rookie can't pass block, that's a bit of a red flag because they
they have
just won't
such a
put him
good
out.
offensive line. I would say it's higher than 12. I mean, the guys that they have are so quality, and
Rashawn Slater's looking good.
Yeah, and they got Zion Johnson,
Best guard in the draft.
Yeah, I think so.
Here's a question
the guy that was drafted in front of him that I wanted actually got in like 3 fights in 3 consecutive days.
You
I
didn't
forgot
want
that guy's name.
Penny.
I didn't want that guy.
Penny. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
So you said the yardage will go down. He was 5,014, or maybe the question could be for Sean. How many times have we seen an NFL quarterback go back-to-back 5,000 yards?
Ooh, back-to-back 5,000 yards. I don't think we've ever seen that.
Well,
It's happened twice.
Okay,
Drew
so
Brees.
Drew Brees was the first one, and Drew Brees was the second. He
really?
went back
Okay.
to back to back.
okay.
But I was a little surprised to see that. But yeah, I mean, and here's the crazy nugget: only 3 times out of the 15 some odd times it's been done, only 3 times did that result in an MVP.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because the team isn't.
It's
As
usually
good
not
if
good.
One
you're
was
throwing for
Marino,
that
and
much.
Well, and that's
84.
why I threw out Jameis at like 40-1 most passing yards, because there's a world where like the defense falls apart for the Saints and he's chucking the ball a lot, and he already put up 5,000 yard season, so certainly in the mix. What about the Chargers receivers? Mike Williams, there's always a debate fantasy wise, is he gonna beat out Keenan Allen this year? But Keenan Allen, to your point, is just a machine, racking up 100 catch seasons last 3 years. Tough to really doubt him. He's 6'8", 6'6", touchdowns. Like he's really a machine.
Yeah, same
But
season every year.
he is getting older. Maybe he loses a little bit. Where are you at with the receivers and any dark horse like Josh Palmer, some of these other guys?
So here's the thing, Josh. I have a bold prediction for the for all the players on offense. Everybody's numbers are going to go down slightly, including Eckler, except for Mike Williams. Now, Joshua Palmer also fits in that category. His numbers are going to go up, but I don't think it's enough to be, if we're talking fantasy relevant. But Lombardi loves Mike Williams.
Okay,
he had
good to know
his best season last year, but he had 9 touchdowns, but he dropped one against Las Vegas, and he had a lot of targets that just didn't go their way. So those touchdowns are going to go up. So he's been a target. I mean, I think he could get 13, same amount of catches, maybe 1,200 yards. So his numbers, I would expect his numbers to go up just based on what Lombardi does with him and how he's used.
All right. So I actually went a little into this because I also like Mike Williams. They paid him.
Yep.
Follow the money, right? That's important.
Yeah, no, I've always liked him.
They got it done early too. If you look at his game log before he got hurt, Sean, 12 targets, 8 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown against the Washington football team. 10 targets, 7 receptions, 91 yards, and a touchdown against the Dallas Cowboys. 9 targets.
He started off the season hot. Yeah.
9 targets, 7 catches, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns versus the Chiefs. Raiders, he got locked down, 4 targets, 1 reception. Then the Cleveland Browns, 16 targets, 8 catches, 165 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Then he gets hurt, and he kind of disappears for much of the season. Last game, 17 targets, 9 catches, a touchdown. To Decker's point,
17 targets is insane.
He could have a absolute monster season. We need to upgrade him. I think
he's the one guy on the.
So
Chargers,
if you had to take Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, gun to your head, Decker, what are you doing?
Ooh, as your first. Oh man,
just
that's
you can
a tough
only
one.
pick one.
Well, so here's the deal. Based on where you would take them and the upside, a bunch of better receivers are going to go before them. So I would say Keenan Allen based on the
Based on people-
consistency.
Okay. All
Fuck,
right.
Mary, kill.
Yeah,
Justin
that's a tough
Herbert,
one.
Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen. Who are you marrying? Justin Herbert?
Justin
Yeah,
Herbert.
He's got
Yeah.
long-term value.
But Keenan Allen's so reliable. Maybe you marry him and you fuck Herbert
Mm.
and you have fun.
One
for a
night
minute.
stand.
Oh, I gotta fuck. I
Grab
got,
onto that hair.
I think
and then
I
you
just
kill Eckler.
I gotta kill Eckler just because he can go other places and figure out
Yeah.
a different run. I have to,
just
but I
'cause
love
he's short,
him.
right?
Yeah, he had 20
Decker
touchdowns. He's
Fancy's
gonna go
tall.
with about 50.
He wants a tall
He's
glass
not-
of
I
he's
water.
not
love
missing.
Eckler.
All right. So seems like we're high on the offense. Defense is coming around, should be improving. What are we scared about, Decker? Before we get
They're the Chargers.
how are they going to charge this? Because they always charge it. They are the Los Angeles Superchargers. They'll figure out a way to blow it. Is it the special teams kicking game? Is it injuries?
Oh, wait,
Again, knock
hold
on
on.
wood.
Pause. I have a quick special teams note. 32nd in 2019, 32nd in 2020,
Unbelievable.
29th last year. Well, guess what? They brought over #Team Ryan Ficken from the Vikings, who apparently, he's going to fix all their problems.
Yeah, look, how would they screw up this year?
Yep.
I'm struggling to find out how. So that's a good.
Oh,
and it's
no.
a red
going.
flag.
It's going to be the run defense. It's Khalil Mack or probably Joey Bosa is going to get injured.
Oh, no. Don't say it, Tucker.
Van Noy is going to be not. Whenever the Patriots get rid of a player,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
and I'm like, oh, something's going on there. I don't know if Van Noy. It's going to be the run defense. It's going to be Van Noy doesn't live up. Joseph Day is not thriving with Aaron Donald anymore. It's just going to be just running down their throat. But it's not going to be the offense. Justin Herbert can do whatever he wants, and he's a big guy. He's not getting injured. He is just reliable.
Knock on wood for Decker there
Okay,
on that
thank
one.
you. So that's
Where-
it. It's a run defense.
All right.
Their special teams is fine this year.
Run defense is the big red flag. All right. We're going to get to the schedule. Before we do that, shout out Odds Trader. If you haven't gone to oddstrader.com/Blue Wire, what are you doing? First off, helps out SGPN, but more importantly, it helps you out. They have the easiest place to compare odds from all the major sports books. Again, you want the best price. You can also shop the different sign-up codes, promos. Again, you want the best promos, the best deposit bonuses, the best lines. And why would you bet the worst line when you have multiple options? Their app also has player stats, game stats, injury reports. Again, they got you covered. Handicapping info, player by player updates, live scores, bet tracking. Really, everything you need is over at oddstrader.com/Blue Wire. Odds Trader, the #1 site for all your game day bets. Firing it up right now as we speak, as well as IP Vanish. That's right. Decker, have you ever used a VPN?
Oh, boy.
Oh Jesus! I don't even know what that is. I've heard.
Okay, I'm gonna explain what.
Isn't that a secret internet connection?
No.
Do I have that right?
Well,
You definitely want to use it for some of the stuff you look at.
Oh, okay.
so Decker, let's say you wanted to use the internet without prying eyes, without your ISP. When you're in incognito mode, Decker, and you seem like a guy who maybe has used incognito mode, it doesn't actually protect your privacy. That's why you have to encrypt your internet connection. IP Vanish helps you do that. Or maybe you're trying to avoid a sports blackout, hide your location there. You can use it on a streaming device like an Amazon Fire Stick. Best part is ipvanish.com/SGP, 70% off their yearly plan and a 30-day money back guarantee. You really can't go wrong. Again, you want your internet safe. You want it secure. Lock it up, Decker. ipvanish.com/SGP. Take your privacy back, Decker.
Nice. Send me the CD and I'll plug it into the old
Spanos.
drive.
So, yeah, it's like the 5 free hours with American Online.
Spanos definitely uses a VPN.
Oh God.
All right. So
whatever that
can
guy's
we-
up
all
to.
right. I stumbled across this.
His sister's suing him.
I was over on Reddit. You find so much good stuff over there. Is it true that the Chargers only moved practice facilities 97 miles to avoid paying some sort of employee relocation fee?
Oh, dude.
Or
Wait, what?
stipend?
I did not
The
hear
Chargers,
that. That wouldn't
according
surprise
to
me.
this alleged Reddit post, I'll have to find it so we can link to it. the Chargers moved their practice facility. Like it was either 87 or 93, maybe 95, 90 was something short of 100 miles to avoid having to pay a employee relocation stipend required by the state of California.
Oh, that's how we had to sell everybody on Costa Mesa. Hey, Costa Mesa.
Is that why they're so far
lovely?
south? I mean, it is awfully south for an LA
What's in
team.
Costa Mesa?
Well, it's 97 miles from San Diego.
Oh my God, that would be an all-time.
That sounds right.
If you have any sort of data on that, I would love to hear more.
He's in real estate. He knows about the taxes.
That
You don't become successful for nothing.
It seemed very believable. All right, so are we going to do a schedule here?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's rip through the schedule.
And I got to be honest. I know you said, would you say 20th hardest, 20th easiest?
It's got to be the
20th
hardest.
easiest. So one of the hardest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of their division, of course.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go through this, Sean, and you're gonna be like, "Whoa, all right." I could see how this would start fast because they go Raiders at home.
Okay.
Then we have a primetime game Thursday Night Football against the Chiefs.
Thursday road games are tough, but I would rather I think take it earlier in the season.
I don't mind seeing the Chiefs early if I'm the Chargers. Then we have Jags at home and at Texans. Revenge spot against the Texans. I think they take care of business this time.
Yeah.
The Jags.
Remember they lost to the Texans, Decker?
Oh man, I was just screaming.
3-1. Although they, oh no, it's happening.
What are you gonna make them like 12-5?
4-0? No, they can't go 4-0, right? That's 3.
Decker,
Nope.
Decker's sensible. Decker, talk. I
haven't heard from our friends from Kansas City.
2-2 is in the realm of possibility, but I'm looking at these teams. None of these teams are really run heavy, pound the rock teams. So I'll
3-1.
I'm leaning
Exactly.
3-1, but what do you got, Decker?
I have 3-1.
Okay.
Yep.
Decker's on 3. We're all on
right.
3-1.
I'll go 3-1.
Yep.
John doesn't like it. Then we have at Cleveland. Definitely no Deshaun Watson. 100%. Don't believe anything else you hear.
Okay, good.
Monday Night Football. They host the Broncos, and then they get by the way, that Texans Cleveland is a back-to-back road spot.
Yeah.
So we have at Cleveland, Broncos at home on Monday Night Football, Seahawks at home, into the bye at Atlanta.
So I obviously like at Atlanta, Seattle at home. I think that's a dub.
Win.
And then maybe they beat Cleveland because of Brissett, but I could also see them really having trouble, and I could see them losing to Denver at home. I think 3-1, even though I'm trying to be a little to the conservative side, grading these wins, totally out on Atlanta. Maybe
And for the record, I'm going to say they lose to the Raiders in that week 1, and they actually beat the Chiefs on the road. I'm forgetting how bad their home field is. They're going to win a lot of road games. I think they lose to the Broncos. Broncos have a ton of fans on Monday Night Football at home. They win the rest 3-1.
Ryan, clarify for the audience. You're saying that Deshaun Watson cannot play in the appeal from what you've read, right?
So from what I understand, the appeal process, the timeline of the appeal process is controlled by Roger Goodell. This is an NFL appeals process.
Yeah.
The ruling was an NFL ruling, and this is an NFL appeals process.
But in previous times, they could go to a court, get an injunction.
No. Once the ruling was slapped down, they could go to a real court and get some sort, like you said, some sort of injunction to slow it down. My understanding is with the new CBA, once this ruling is handed out, that's it. There's no court that's going to hear it, so it will be rapidly dismissed. Is what the source that I read referred to it as. So
there's no courts involved. You're talking about
no. What I'm
arbiter?
saying is now, if they say, "Hey, we don't like this," with the new CBA, the way that they've agreed to punishment from
they could
Goodell,
try and take it to the court to get an injunction, but they would immediately throw it
they
out.
would say,
because
"No, you
already agreed to it in the CBA.
This thing you agreed to gives you no power here. So sorry, but
This does constitute as legal advice. All right.
Do we have anyone on
I
the
am not a
podcast who
lawyer.
took the LSATs?
I did take the LSATs.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow,
That's a
right.
story for another day.
So at Cleveland, Denver at home, Seattle at home, bye week at Atlanta.
I'm saying 3-1.
Shit.
This isn't the chargering months yet.
No, they're coming though. They're coming. 6-2.
That's why I have them going 4-0.
Okay.
I have them just winning one game each. I have them against their division. I have them going 3-3, and I'm taking it at home versus the Broncos just because Russell's still maybe getting his bearings. So yeah, I got 4-0.
I'll go 3-1. But
I like the
4-0's
confidence.
4-0's not shocking.
At Steelers on Sunday Night Football, Chiefs at home, at Cardinals, at Raiders.
Yeah, I think you missed.
No.
I'm seeing at San Francisco.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I said at Steelers. I'm just. It's a little late. At Steelers on Sunday. I did it again. At Niners on Sunday Night Football. Chiefs at home. At Cardinals. At Raiders.
Oh, this is a brutal run.
So we have an early schedule back-to-back Texans Cleveland road spot. Then we have at Atlanta, at San Francisco. Then we have at Cardinals, at Las Vegas. So again, at San Francisco, Kansas City at home, at Arizona, at Las Vegas.
1-3. 1-3. I think that's a
Trey
really.
Lance is going to beat Justin Herbert.
No, it's going to be the running game. They're going to let.
You think Joey Bosa is going to lose to?
They're not going to.
That's a game I'm worried about.
They're not going to let. I would take the if they offer Trey Lance passing attempts, I would set it at 9.5 attempts, and I would take the under.
I have them going 1-3 as well.
Yeah,
Niners could be bad.
they could be, but I think this is a game
They're
they
not
randomly
losing to
match up well.
Yeah.
3-1.
Wow.
Wow.
I see your guys' point with that game.
Yeah.
And then they win the rest. They beat the
Okay, I
Chiefs.
think that.
No,
that
all right.
could be
Maybe
their
it's
toughest
you know what? You're right.
stretch.
You're right. 2-2. 2-2.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
you
their
guys are
toughest
going
stretch for
1-3,
sure.
huh? Really have no faith in your team. 2-2 for me. I have faith. Charge up. Last four.
Charge
without
up.
the bonus game. Dolphins at home, Titans at home, at Colts on Monday Night Football, Rams at home for Sunday Night Football.
3 home games. Well, and Indy they do have Jonathan Taylor. That could be a game they could figure out how to beat him.
Yeah, that's the one right
They
there.
could be running out like Cam Newton or someone at that point. Nick Foles could be the quarterback.
Well, then they're really fun.
Tennessee, they're always a tough game on the schedule. They can run the ball,
But maybe not.
Miami should.
I
be
mean,
able to run the
Derrick
ball.
Henry versus this run defense.
That's what I mean. I'm saying I kind of see the point.
But
This
also,
is-
like, that's a West Coast trip for Tennessee. They've not played well on the West Coast. Miami's definitely a win. Miami fucking sucks. They're trash.
You think there'll be a lot of fans from Tennessee or Miami too? It's kind of a
No.
low key, not a takeover game.
Not from Tennessee, but
no
from,
offense to Big Rob.
Dolphins?
Yeah, that's true.
No offense.
Dolphins don't really.
Maybe.
They don't really travel well.
No,
As far as all the
they're
way
not
on
gonna
the West
come all the way
Coast.
over here.
3-1.
Man, I'm feeling 2-2. It is 3 home games, but those are some tough matchups for them. I'm going 2-2.
All right, 2-2.
I think I had. What's their last
You're
game?
talking
Is
sense
it
to
the
me.
Broncos?
Well,
Because-
that's the bonus game, Decker. We'll get to that.
Ooh,
Yeah. So we give me your record for the weeks through week 7.
2-2.
2-2. Okay, and then the final game of the season against the Broncos. I think I had them lose to the Broncos earlier in the season. I think they get this one. They'll need it for something.
I have them losing that one.
Road Warriors.
Winter in Denver for a West Coast team. That's a
Herbert
tough
played
schedule.
in Oregon.
draw.
He understands.
Yeah.
Beat Oregon. Come on. I'll go loss. I'll go loss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
You
for the
guys suck.
Chargers.
I'm 11-6.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I'm 11
What are you,
6.
Decker?
I'm 10-7. I think the 5 additions to the defense is going to get them 1 win. I think that's fair.
You know what? Yeah.
They didn't lose anybody. Their team didn't
no,
change as far as losing anybody.
You know what?
really.
I'll grade that last one as a win. I'll get them up to 10-7 because I do feel like they're slightly better. I know I'm picking exactly
let me write this down.
the win total there.
Real pussy move. That's all right. I know.
I mean, I do.
What
think
are you
they're-
doing, Decker?
I'm 10-7.
Oh,
I got them
both.
just 1 more win from last year.
You guys are really on the fence here.
10-7, but give me the under because you're right now over at WinBet. Overs minus 135, unders plus 115.
You're leaning over.
I'm leaning under. AFC West is 225 to win the AFC West, 750 to win the Super Bowl, or 750 to win the AFC, 15-1 to win the Super Bowl, minus 177 to make the playoffs, plus 144 to miss the playoffs. What do you like there for the future bets, Decker? How far are you going to go on this Chargers?
That would be a brutal. This is so tough because whoever the AFC winner is coming out of this division. I mean, it's going to be the Chiefs. I think just because of that advantage and despite all that they've lost, but the other teams don't compare in any division.
Yeah.
The Bills do have that home field advantage. They're the only other team to worry about as far as it could be a good bet to make as a Super Bowl bet.
Okay.
From a random like 2 wild card.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Breaking news.
Yes.
I have them going 4-0 earlier, beating the Broncos at home because I had the Broncos beating the Chargers in the Broncos episode, and I'm staying consistent this year.
Wow. Okay.
Still got them 11-6. Yeah, I mean they don't miss the playoffs this year, like Decker's saying, right?
-177.
Nah, we can't do that.
I'm taking the under 10 wins at +115, but I don't feel I'm not gonna like mess around with the alt unders.
Wait, so Decker he's passing? He's
what do you
passing
mean?
on the over under.
No. He said, "Oh well, since you
is it
predicted
9.5?
No, it's
places?
10. It's 10.
Oh, it's
so
at 10. So I'm at 10.
yeah. So are you gonna go over or under?
Oh, God. I'm gonna go over. I'm
There
gonna
you
lean
go.
over.
All right,
Not a pussy.
taking the over.
Not a pussy.
Laying a little bit of juice there. Of the futures, you're saying maybe throw Super Bowl just because 15-1 Justin Herbert.
I mean, there's a chance they can win the division. Get a bye.
What would you rather have?
I would rather just take, if you're going to take them, take a Super Bowl bet because they're in the toughest division. I mean, why not?
If they get out of it, maybe they have a shot.
The other LA team won a Super Bowl last year.
Let me ask a question.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Is there
I
a
was
way,
at the parade.
Is there a way?
Kidding, no one was.
Is there
There
a
was
way?
no parade.
Is there a way for?
I want the Chargers to win just to see the parade. We've had this conversation, Decker.
Oh, dude.
We could host the parade at our office.
Dude, let's do
They
it.
can come by.
Yeah, let's have them come by.
Just have them walk down Eagle Rock Boulevard.
Justin Herbert MVP or Justin Herbert Offensive Player of the Year?
See, I still don't understand what the difference is in those bets.
But could he win if he throws for 5,000 yards again? And he gets beat out in MVP by someone else. Like, could he win? Could they throw him? Because it's 20-1 versus 10-1.
I'm not doing that shit because how often are they the same thing?
Yeah, I think
I don't really know.
Usually are,
to be honest.
I have no idea.
What about this? Would you rather have Justin Herbert +950 to win MVP, currently on win bet, or Chargers to win the AFC? What do you think's more likely of those two scenarios? Him balling out in the regular season, or him making a run and winning a couple playoff games?
That's a weird question. I would say him because I don't think he's winning MVP.
No.
Okay,
because in that I think Josh Allen is obviously the best bet.
He's the favorite at 7-1.
Based on when do they do MVP? Like week 3 of the playoffs? I always forget.
I think they do the voting, but then they announce it the week before the Super Bowl, so they don't include any of the playoff stuff.
Oh, okay, got it. I mean, yeah, I would say Josh Allen. So I would go with the Chargers team as ahead of Justin Herbert to win MVP.
Okay,
for sure.
You don't think he would get it? People like him.
I think he's kind of the sexy pick. Like they would want to give it to him. I know what you're saying with Josh Allen though, but as Ryan points out, now that they have Brian Daboll, who knows if they'll even be able to score a touchdown without him. Now that he's taken over the high-powered Giants offense,
these are valid.
Kadarius Toney Wildcat pre-snap motion.
For the record, I did not bring it up. Did not bring it up.
The chat is lighting up with some fun prop bets. Easy. And the YouTube says Mike Williams over 6.5 receiving touchdowns.
That's I agree with that one.
Okay,
that's way too low.
All right, so maybe a little sprinkle on Mike Williams.
Yeah.
All right, so we certainly have at some point this offseason talked about Mike Evans and how he's an interesting angle for most receiving touchdowns because he's massive. He's the way they pass the ball. There's obviously a lot more competition over there. Mike Williams is 25-1.
Okay.
To end up with the most receiving touchdowns. Now,
he's coming off a season where he had
great
9.
dark horse because he had 10. This isn't even decided. He had 10
down.
when he only had like 700 yards. Like his upside is there. Like
he's
it's
a red
good
zone
dark
guy.
horse. Yeah.
Shout out to Jake Payquin, Merch God, throwing that one out in the YouTube chat. I'm going to co-sign that. Mike Williams most receiving touchdowns 25-1. Chargers 10-7 on the under there.
That's a great pick.
Trying to think of any of the other futures. Coach of the year, first coach fired. I don't think it's going to apply to
Could
Brandon
Staley
Staley.
win coach of the year? Is it even possible?
I don't think so.
Only if all of his fourth down decisions.
He's just too polarizing. There's going
People
to be
don't
a
like
game
him.
where
He's
it's
so
just too
polarizing.
And
polarizing.
if they do well, I feel like Herbert's going to be the guy that gets the credit, and probably rightly so, because the dude is
He's
just
awesome.
a straight baller.
Could they be
Yeah.
the highest scoring team? Is that interest at all? 8-1.
No, because I think to Decker's point, I think their defense is going to be better. So I don't think they're going to be in that crazy shootouts. Like
Could they
were.
go? Could they go undefeated? 100-1.
No,
Sorry,
no,
65-1.
An LA Charger team will never.
They'll
go
miss a field
undefeated.
goal. They'll miss a field goal week 17. They'll get to week 17
All
and
right.
miss it.
There's
So-
always a random game where just someone shows up because it just like some fan base shows up, like the Minnesota Vikings last year. Like what? They were everywhere. People from Minnesota are fucking everywhere.
Well, that's
That's the problem. Is it's a
cold
nice
there.
climate. So
Yeah,
as
it's a
it gets to the
vacation.
winter months,
They plan a whole week around a football game.
I lived at the beach. I went to they were at the UCLA game on Saturday. I had to give so many sunburned people directions to Venice Beach. It was just I was like, oh, this is not going to go well.
Skull.
The Vikings
Skull.
have been heading south to rape and pillage for many, many, many years. So listen, all right, hear me out. I got a fun one.
Listening.
Let's say they get past the Raiders and the Chiefs early in the season. That Chiefs game, really. Then it's Jags, it's Texans, it's Browns without Watson. You get to Denver. Denver gives them their first loss is 22-1. But I like them to keep going. They win that one. They win at Atlanta, at San Francisco, Kansas City, or I'm sorry, at San Francisco, 50-1 first loss for the Chargers. Is that crazy? Could they go 1, 2, 3, 4? Could they go 8-0?
Yeah, they could. I have them going 7-1. So yeah, they could go 8-0. That's the easiest part of their schedule. Is the first half.
50-1. The Niners hand them their first loss.
Wow. That's quite a bet. It's either going to be the Niners.
That's quite a
They're
bet.
going to lose against the Niners or the Colts. Like it's just a bad.
I'm
matchup.
looking-
Justin Herbert to throw at least 500 passing
Ooh.
yards in one game.
Oh, that's
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
happening.
totally.
That's,
In
is
that in that division,
100%.
there's going to be
that's
some
happening.
shootouts.
You have that in front of you?
Yeah, I'm seeing that at
Yeah, that's got to be like
That's a
even money,
fun
right?
one. I'd
7
like
to
that
1.
one.
What?
yeah. Him
No.
to throw.
Wait, how many do you have?
That could happen week 1 versus the Raiders.
This is one of those bets where I'm like all excited, and then I go look up the actual data, and I'm
He's
like,
highest he threw last year was he had 398.
really?
He didn't
Okay.
even have a
Interesting.
400 game.
He just was
What?
consistently hitting 300. Jesus.
Wow.
I mean, he got
That's a
to
surprise.
he got to 5,000 yards.
Dog.
I'll double check his rookie year, but I don't think
he didn't even have
No, I'm
400.
looking. He doesn't have any.
That's crazy.
not even a 400-yard game. So he would
That-
have to
that
eclipse
kinda
it by
blows my
100
mind.
yards.
His career high looks to
Wow.
be 398.
Wow.
Yeah. So kind of trash.
Yeah. See, this is
That's
why.
a surprise.
This is
why
why
it's
we
7-1.
got to talk through this shit. You know.
Yeah. That's good.
What about this one? Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler over 12.5 combined rushing regular season touchdowns.
You're
12 and a half?
You're
Yeah.
in the fun spot.
Wow, that's a tough one. It's going to go down for Eckler. Probably, I'd expect 6 or 7. Yeah, no.
Herbert had 3.
No.
So you would need 10 from Eckler if Herbert gets 3.
No.
You're not liking it. All right,
No
I'll
way.
stay away. Isaiah Spiller though, I'm still going to be drafting some Isaiah Spiller late. I think the guy has massive upside.
I think they got him specifically for goal line. Because
Yeah,
Roundtree did not do it. Jackson
why-
fumbled against the Chiefs.
Kramer's still super
Yeah,
high on
it's-
Eckler, and I'm like, I don't know if he's going to be getting the red zone stuff.
I
think he's going to get a
Spiller
little
is
less pass work.
Specifically for
I mean, he's
some
still
certain
going to
situations.
he's still
in
going
the
to be
goal
good,
line.
but I don't think he's going to be a first round or should be a first round pick.
Yeah.
All right. So, any other fun props? I'm sure we'll hit some more on the division preview podcast. But for me, Chargers 10-7 got them going under. The future I like Mike Williams, most receiving touchdowns, 25-1.
I like that one too.
What about you, Kramer? Throw out your final plays here.
I somehow close our sheet. Where'd it go? I love obviously I'm on the over.
Okay.
I would consider an alt over. Over 11 is only plus 155. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm
11.
I'm on the Mike Williams train of
Okay.
plus 2,500. I'm also gonna another fun one. I figured I'd say this for Decker. Either game in the series between the Chargers and Raiders to end in a tie. It's 25 to 1.
They did avoid the tie. Oh, that's so
We
specific.
predicted it perfectly, and then Staley fucked it up.
He
we
really
predicted
did.
it earlier in the day.
Oh my! I forget that day. The way
it was wild.
The nature of Decker's day was just I feel bad.
Unbelievable.
Right now, do I like them to win the division at this price? Probably not. I mean, I
don't think, honestly, if you look at AFC West, I'm not high on that team, but value wise, it seems like the Raiders would be the only one that's kind of interesting because
they're so far off.
They're like 3 times everyone else. I mean, none of these division prices, Chiefs, Chargers, or Broncos, are great bets in my mind at like plus 225. Even if you're high on the Chargers, I think there's other ways to play it, but.
Here's how I'll play.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I would say not the Broncos. If we're
here's the alt.
That's the only thing I can say.
Here's the alt way I'll play this. I'll say that the Chargers win over 3.5 division games.
Okay.
Plus 150.
Okay.
Here's my.
I have them going 3-3. I mean, that's makes sense.
When we sit down, I think there's going to be an opportunity. I think it might be fun to see what their price is to sweep the Chiefs this year. If they have more firepower.
Yeah.
If they have a better pass rush. I mean,
yeah,
they're kind of set up to beat everyone.
They're set up to beat the Chiefs. That was the thing with Mac and Bosa.
So we'll see. Broncos could be interesting with the running game, but
yeah, Broncos are so unpredictable.
All right,
can't
Decker.
really pin them down.
Final predictions for you. You got them going 10-7. You're on the over though. What? Any other futures you like? We've dropped on a bunch, but what of these do you enjoy the most?
Well, not really, because I said at the start that I think every offensive guy is going to go under except for possibly Mike Williams.
Okay, Mike Williams
and,
overs.
Palmer, but someone just mentioned Derwin James, most tackles.
Okay,
I kind of like that angle. They're Kenneth Murray is kind of up and down, unpredictable.
He's pretty bad.
Derwin James is a beast. I think it's going to open up for him to, we said, play kind of a Miles Jack role. So
that's fun.
Someone mentioned that chat at plus 4,000. I don't know if that's right. Seems a little
40 to 1.
Seems
Derwin
a little
James,
off,
most
but
tackles.
I kind of like that one just because it was thrown out.
Yes, sir.
Raiders, Chargers finishing top 2 in the AFC West is 9 to 1.
Oh wow! All
Exacta
right.
box.
So then you're predicting the Broncos and Chiefs. See, I'm too high on the Broncos to make them the third or fourth place team.
Yeah, I think they're unpredictable. I don't know.
Chiefs
They're
finish with
they have the
12
best
wins.
defense.
Chargers 11. Broncos lose out on a tiebreaker.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'm not touching that guy. We'll save that maybe for the division preview. Some exact outcomes.
Sean, I got an over.
No, Ryan's on the board with an over.
Play the bell. That's the 6th over of the season. 6-11 now to the under.
Decker is on the over. Give Decker a follow on Twitter at Justin Decker. A lot of fun over there. Hey, make sure you tune into our Hall of Fame game pre-game show. We'll be talking a ton of NFL futures, answering your questions, and you can call in on Discord using audio, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Hop in the Discord if you haven't already. Make sure I'm going to bully Decker and make sure he's in there so he answers all your questions.
Please.
Get the VPN and I'm on it.
Get the VPN, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/win-/win-bet. And leave us a nice rating on Apple Podcasts.
Please.
Shout out to Decker, and one more time, Decker, to take us out, if you would please. Bless us with the fight song.
We're coming your way. We're gonna dazzle you with our play. Justin Herbert, charge.
I like it. Updated, modern.
He's very in love with Justin Herbert. He just sang to him.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Oh, the arm talent on Justin Herbert is still magical.
Like a howitzer.
Kramer, let it ride.